Here we are yet again, continuing the teardown of this, the 302 that came out of the Mustang right behind me. Now we're going to finish it up this video. We're going to take the rest of the pistons out. We are going to get this flex plate off and potentially, let's see here, can I actually get the crankshaft out? That's a good question. I don't think I can. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And the oil pump, camshaft, all that stuff's coming out here. So let's get started. Alrighty then. So we're getting this flex, giant truck. Gotta get this flex plate off of here. And the best way to do it in this circumstance, if it's already on the engine stand, well, you cram something between the flex plate, the engine stand, and, well, right, this hole right here. We have our speed wrench currently just jammed in there. That way it doesn't turn on us when we come. Oh, gotta step on this side and break these bolts loose, just like that. That's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Alrighty, let's get these bad boys out of here. Oh wow, they are long. Longer than I was anticipating. We're just starting with this because, well, you know, might as well start with the things you want to do the least first. Now, I need my crank turner. Oh ho. What do we have here? Huh. We have a spacer plate? Alright then. Interesting. Make sure we keep that. Alright. Now. Well, let's take the rest of the pistons out. I think let's just get that done over with. Alright, we got all the pistons out of her, knocked out, and I've made a discovery. Right there. You know what that is? Oh, if I can reach it. There we go. Maybe, sorta, kinda, got it. Yep, right there. There's a lash cap. That was the beginning of the end for those valve tips. So, well, I mean, you know, at least she came along for the ride, right? We'll just kind of, yeah, over there somewhere. Perfect. Okay. Well, now that she's pretty well scuffed up. I mean, all the bearings were completely shot. I mean, they weren't worn shot, but they were just, you know, scratched to hell shot, mainly because of, you know, valve stem tip material. I'm sure was getting in here and just polishing, scratching all this to hell. But, you know, that's all right because so it survived the nitrous just fine. So, you know, even with that. Ooh. Okay. Let's try to get, oh, I don't have a puller for that. We'll see if I can get that off. Let's see if I can get this stuff off of here to get this off of here so that we can get all of these off of here and get this out of here and then that out of there. And then it will be completely torn apart, which will be good. Yep. Alright, well, let's get her off of there so that we can get everything else off of here. Timing chain's off, and you are never going to believe what I found. Oh, these bolts are backing off. That is hilarious. Oh, it's a good thing it's not a roller cam. If it was a roller cam, it would be actively trying to, well, it wouldn't actively be trying to escape or anything, but the flat tappet cam, it actually shoves the cam back that way as it rotates. That's why you don't need a cam button right here with flat tappets. Alright, let me see if I can pull that out of there. Bolt. Bolt. Screwdriver. Long screwdriver somewhere. Pizza. Nope, that's not going to work. Right there. 268H. 268H. Comp cam. Wow, so nothing too impressive, but surreal to actually know what that fucking thing is after all these years. So this, I believe, is what it is right here. So pretty small lift, only 4 something lift. I mean, 260 duration. So pretty puny. It's going to have something a little more significant go back in her, that's for damn sure. But, you know, it last but not least, let's take a look at these bearings. Oh, speaking of bearings, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Oh, wait a minute. No, not too bad. Yeah, cam bearings aren't even that bad. Can I see? Yeah, they're not that bad at all. Alright, let's take a look at these main cap bearings here and get this crankshaft out of here, and then the block will be completely torn down. Well, you know, that's all she wrote. This thing is pretty much completely torn apart. Let's take a look at what we got. So I got the crankshaft out, got all the main bearings over there. They all pretty much look exactly the same. Extremely worn, destroyed. Pretty much what we expected. I mean, that's what I've been saying this entire time. She's a worn out old girl, right? Pretty much exact same story here, you know. Yep. I mean, you know, it doesn't actually look too terrible, except for that right there. Got ourselves a little shadow right there. It looks like we got a little more spotting right there in that cylinder too. Not quite as bad as that one. Any others have some spottage? Possibly right there. Yep, a little bit right there. Ooh, a little bit right there. Nope, that was just a bit of dust. Oh. Ooh, what we got here? What we got? Where are you? Well, you're just dust. Interesting. So, well, that's it. We have this whole thing completely torn apart. Look at that beautiful mess. Really, it's kind of a mess, but it's our mess. Out of our beautiful mess, we have parts galore. It's a treasure trove of parts. I don't think we're going to use 80% of this stuff, actually, to tell you the truth. I'm going to clean this up right, shove everything back in here. Let's go inside and let's talk about future plans and see, now that we know what this is, what it consists of, right, we can now formulate an actual idea, a plan of what we're going to do moving forward. What are we going to build? Okay, now that that's all taken care of, now that we know what the heck we're working with, right? What are we thinking? What's our plan? What are we going to build over the spring, right? Well, I wanted to know what that engine was before we made any, grand decisions or anything like that. Based on what I'm seeing out there, I think we are going to stick with that engine sitting right over there. Right over there. We're going to stick with that to build over the winter. Well, like we have been for the past, I think it's 2 winters now, right? Yeah. Yeah, we've been procrastinating on that for like 2 winters now. 3rd time's the charm, though. We'll get her done this time, right? That engine out there does have a lot of valuable parts we're going to steal off it. I mean, the oil pump, I'm going to steal off it. The timing chain cover, I want that specific cover because I want my oil dipstick in the front. That's, I want it up there, okay? I don't want it on the side. There's already too much clutter on the sides with those shock tires. I want it right there. And nostalgia, right? It's where it's always been. So we're going to steal that. Various other bits and pieces. The cylinder heads are pretty much junk, I think, over there. I could have a new seat put in on that one sunken valve. Not really worth it. Yeah. Speaking of cylinder heads, that's really been the biggest problem for the entire time is the cylinder head piston to valve clearance combo. Because I have stock style pistons, and I could buy aftermarket pistons, but I don't want to buy aftermarket pistons for a standard bore block, which that happens to be. I was kind of hoping the one out there was going to be a 30 over block. That way I could just buy new pistons for that, build the stroker for that, and call her good. But, I don't think it's 30 over. Might be 10 over. I don't know. Looks way too similar to be 30 over. But I could be wrong. I'll take one of the pistons, get it measured, and we'll figure that out. Or actually, I might be able to clean it should say on the piston, probably right on the face. I gotta just clean it up really good, and it'll probably tell me what size piston it is. So I'll work on that. I have bearings, I have rod bearings, I have the pistons right over there, just gotta clean them up yet. I have, several sets of rods. They're stock 302 rods. Might want to go with a slightly longer rod to take up space. Maybe I'll mock it up in that block and see how far down in the hole the piston is. Because preferably I'd want to raise the piston. I think they're down in the hole quite a bit, really. I'd want to raise that up a little bit, a little bit longer rod. More compression ratio, that kind of stuff. I'm shooting for 10.5 to 11 to 1. So between 10.5 and 11 to 1 is where I'm shooting for this combo. The AFR heads, I believe are 54 cc's. Could be wrong on that. I'll have to double check that. Which actually, I should probably just calculate that out before I make any decisions on rods. I gotta figure out how far down in the hole it is and then calculate that to find my compression ratio. Math, right? But yeah, that's the route we're going. We're going to finish building that. I have all the pieces, except for the camshaft. I don't have the camshaft yet because I've been waiting on other things to figure out the cam specs. But you know, that's what that's all about. Other plans. Oh, we got Project XMC. I have siliconed that one. I siliconed her in there. So now we should hopefully be pulling straight from the 4 annular booster holes, which we will test to see if it looks like it's functioning a little better. Oh, I put the base plate on it. That's right. So yeah, that's in the works also. I also want to take a normal carburetor, our one we got sitting up there. I want to take that and do the same test that we did with this on it. I want to see how the booster reacts, the just standard downleg booster reacts, you know, what it looks like with our arbitrary vacuum hose test that we were doing, just to get an apples to apples comparison, see if, you know, is that pulling fuel, you know, any better than this was during our arbitrary test. I don't know. We'll work on that too. That's pretty much it. Yeah. It's just a matter of cleaning stuff up now, getting stuff put away from winter, getting all my tools back. I got tools everywhere. So I got to gather all those back up and get them in here for the winter. And go from there. So, you know, as always, catch you next time.